been playing lately, which is Tales of Berseria. I think I'm actually close to finishing it, and I absolutely love it. So, first I'm just gonna draw a pose. I also wanted to kind of test how this would look on the camera since I haven't really tried this much. I do hope to eventually get better equipment the longer I do this. So, I'm not sure which character I think I want to draw more than when I find Magilou hilarious, but I also really like the main character. I think with Magilou I can probably do a more silly pose. Maybe lift up a leg. I haven't been drawing too much lately, so I'm a little rusty. I probably need to do more warm-ups. And I probably should have grabbed more references prior to this, but I think anytime I get a little chance to draw is good. Being a busy adult. I'm also a mother, so taking care of my little one sometimes it's hard to get a chance to enjoy my own hobbies. But I actually went to art school before, although I went in as for programming, so it's kind of funny. I like to say how I have a bachelor's of art in programming, but I did get to learn a bit of the basics about drawing, and it helped me improve a lot. I used to draw almost every day, if not every day back then, and now it's kind of hard to find that time, and I do doodles at work all the time here and there. There we go. I think that's silly enough. It could be Magilou. Let me look at a picture for real quick. Let's see. Yeah, get a picture for hat. Figure out how I'm gonna do this hat. Alright, let's. Yeah. We just have it pointing out right here. I do love her silly outfit. I probably made her a bit bustier than she actually is, but it's kind of a habit. get her fur on. I know one thing I really enjoy in the game is the little fashion option, and I like to put all the silly things on their looks. I actually got Magilou with her hair pushed back like for a hat, but not without the hat on, and then just put like bunny ears on there just to give her a completely different look, and I find that really amusing. I was originally thinking about drawing Velvet today, but I think I really like her outfit more. I tend to enjoy the more cutesy outfits, but I do love Velvet's personality, especially as you can tell that she changes in how she's so serious, but then there's times where she's like just a really loving sister, and I find that charming. I'm at the part of the game where I still don't know much about Magilou's history, and I wonder if that's going to be revealed later in the game from where I'm at. I don't want any spoilers in case anyone's currently playing as well. But I do feel like they haven't said much about her history for a good bit of the game, so she's still a pretty mysterious character to me. But I just love how she's like the comedic relief a lot of times. It's always gotta be one of those. Alright, let's see. Get her little sleeves. And I did actually bring some markers here to color with once I ink it. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to all that today. I might just do the pencil drawing today and save the rest for another time. I do think that the camera is a little bit further away, so it's kind of hard to see how I have the head here. It looks a lot flatter, whiter from the camera. As I said, I do hope that I can eventually invest in some better equipment. I used to only draw mainly digital for the most part, so traditional is something I've been really interested in actually learning more this year. And last year I started really collecting traditional art supplies. I've had them before back in art college, but I just always was obsessed with more digital because in my industry that made the most sense. But now I see more traditional is interesting, maybe because I'm viewing art more as a hobby as far as how I want it in my life. It's a little creepy. Let's see. There we go. Trying to give her a little smile. Because actually, when I started thinking about streaming or recording, I was thinking more about going towards the art. But I also am very passionate about my games and my gaming collection, so that's why I've been streaming games as well. I'm playing like a lot of games at one time right now instead of just the one that I'm streaming. I'm really tend to switch between games a lot. Like right now, I've tried a little bit of Rune Factory 4 Special, playing some 7th Dragon, of course Tales of Berseria, and then the Dragon Quest Builders for the streams. I'm trying to limit that one to only the streams, so this way I can kind of enjoy a little bit of everything here. In the meantime, I'm still collecting a little bit, so I do have the new Animal Crossing pre-ordered, and I have Persona 5 Royal, which I know I'm gonna love when they come. I actually got a platinum on Persona 5, so I am planning to get another platinum with Persona 5 Royal if that's available. Because I wouldn't mind pouring another 100+ hours into a game I just really enjoy. I do also love a lot of the other SMT games. My first one that I actually got into was not one of the Persona games, but Devil Survivor on the DS, and that one was a lot of fun. And maybe it's because I'm a programmer, so I can relate to some of the things that they talk about, and I just find it amusing. And one of the paths you could choose is to take over the world with your programming skills. I played the one on the DS and beat that one, but I haven't actually. I got the one that's on the 3DS, but haven't gotten into it yet. I do plan to. My husband, on the other hand, he's finished a lot of the SMT games before, including that one and the second one, and SMT4 and this for Apocalypse. And he is excited for the SMT5 on the Switch. I feel like I need to catch up on so many games one day. I think that's another thing I was hoping out of starting all these streams, especially the game streaming, is to kind of work on my backlog a little more and share my backlog with everyone and try to have a little more fun. I think I made this a little bit too thick, maybe. Let me see. I usually do spend a lot more time getting a reference of a pose and reference of various references of the characters that I may want to draw in that pose prior to. So this one's a little bit rushed in comparison, but maybe if this goes well, then I can start improving my art and what I'm drawing, put more into it. I'm not sure how many you guys have kids out there that, well, if you also draw, but I do find it a bit of a struggle to try to draw while my child is trying to take my art supplies as I draw. So I am currently decided to sneak it in while he's asleep. I'm not sure this looks like Magilou. Let's see if I can find some more art to help me out with this. A close up of her eyes. I think The Tales of Berseria might be one of my new favorites after I finish it. I've really enjoyed it. Prior to this, my favorites have been The Tales of Abyss, Tales of Vesperia. I do enjoy a lot of Tales of Symphonia, but I haven't actually finished it yet. I got to the last disc, I think, on the GameCube back then, and then just another game that I kind of dropped off the radar because life got busy. I believe that was back before I was in college, so I think it was getting close to, it might have been when I was starting college. I just know that at that time I was more focused on my education, trying to figure out my role as an adult. And then I decided I'd be a programmer. But I guess I didn't let go of art, even though I can't see myself doing professionally. I've worked with a lot of artists professionally, and I really admire those who can draw on the will for clients and businesses and be consistent in their style. I have a lot of respect for really hardworking artists that make our work shine, because as a programmer, without the art, you don't really see what we do. Our functionality wouldn't be as interesting if it wasn't attached to all these characters and worlds and images. I totally completely skipped drawing her hands. Being lazy here. Let me give her hands. I don't know how I'm gonna go about them. Maybe I want to give her more of an open expression. I tend to draw lips the same, but I think, let me see if I can try a more similar anime approach. Oh, it's kind of creepy. Let's see, maybe a smaller mouth. There we go. That's more of a Magilou expression. She's gotta be joyful and cheerful and ready to say sarcastic things. Now, how do I want to get her hands is what I'm not sure about. I'm looking at a close-up now. I drew this little brooch wrong. Is it a brooch or a medal? Not sure. Alright. Let me see. probably make these other diamonds a little more visible on her outfit. They are pretty essential for her character, aren't they? And these books. Book skirt. I would not want to wear one of those. That doesn't seem like it'd be comfortable as much as I love books. Let's see. Trying to figure out. I'm gonna go this one here. This might be a little hard to color. I'm such a noob with markers, but I love markers. I just started using them mostly last year, the alcohol-based markers, especially the old Hoo brand. Although I have just a few Copics and I love them, but oh, they're so expensive. Maybe one day. Let me think how I want to go about her hands. Magilou tends to be very expressive with their hands, and that's her charm. Comic relief amidst the very depressing story throughout the game. Tales games are so great for their story. But they are definitely time sinks, and there's so much extra content. I'm not sure if that's the case with some of the older games. I didn't unfortunately get a chance to get a copy of like Tales of Destiny or Eternia. The earliest one I think I have is Tales of Legendia, and then of course the Abyss, although I got the remake, not the PS2 one. I did play the one on PS2 originally with a former roommate back in college, and realized then how much I enjoyed it. And then later on got the DS one, and finally got a chance to really go through the whole story and enjoy it, on top of all the new stuff that they added. Oh, and I did enjoy the Tales of Hearts R on the Vita. I'm still sad that they did not release Tales of Innocence R in the US, so we didn't get a copy. I wonder if there's still a chance in some way that it could be released in the US, maybe through the PS4 or such, but I doubt it, unfortunately. I do want to get whichever one comes next, but I just have so many Tales games on my backlog that I'm also not too worried about not having a fun Tales game to play for a long time. Still have Tales of Xillia, Tales of Graces F, of course Symphonia and Symphonia 2. Was it Dawn of the New World or something? I'm not sure. Oh, again, pencil markings all over myself. silly. Let me sign it here. Alright. Not sure how clear this is showing. Let's see, so from here I think now might be ready to go ahead and ink. Trying to see if I missed, oh, maybe the legs. Trying to see if there's any other details I want to add. I think there's like something right here on her back of her skirt. Oop. There we go. Alright. And get her shoes. I want some loose hair. I do have long hair myself, so I definitely know how my hair does not like to just stay clumped together. It's just all over the place sometimes. My husband likes to joke that my hair is just everywhere. I'm not sure if it's a joke. Probably true. When I was little, I used to have hair that was long enough to sit on, so I remember those days. Alright. Let me straighten this up so you guys can see what I have so far here. So, starting from the head. So, a little bit easier to see. Oh, lost the focus for a bit. And there. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was kind of lazy on the arms and hands here, but I might fix that later before I ink. Alright. So I think that'll be enough for today, and then next time that I do an art stream, I will ink it. But for the next stream here, I'll be doing another stream of Dragon Quest Builders. So if you want to join me, please come by. Thank you.